Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, Chapter 17, text number 11. Ten and 11. Vayam rajan jatarena bipata yatagnina kotarastena vrikshaha tvamadhyayatah sharanam sharanyam yasaditho vrittipkaraha patenah tanno bhavani aturatave annam Shuddhartinanam naradeva deva yavanna nakshyamah ujjitorja vartapatistvam kila lokapalaha. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Dear King, just as a tree with a fire burning in the hollow of the trunk gradually dries up, so we are drying up due to the fire of hunger in our stomachs. You are the protector of surrendered souls, and you have been appointed to give employment to us. Therefore, we have all come to you for protection. You are not only a king, but the incarnation of God as well. Indeed, you are the king of all kings. You can give us all kinds of occupational engagement, for you are the master of our livelihood. Therefore, O King of all kings, please arrange to satisfy our hunger by proper distribution of food grains. Please take care of us, lest we soon die for want of food. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. I didn't read the purport. It is the duty of the king to see that everyone in social orders, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra, is fully employed in the state. Just as it is the duty of the Brahmanas to elect a proper king, it is the duty of the king to see that all the Varnas, Brahmana, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras, are fully engaged in their respective occupational duties. It is here indicated that though the people were allowed to perform their duties, they were still unemployed. Although they were not lazy, they still could not produce sufficient food to satisfy their hunger. The people are perplexed in this way. They should approach the head of the government, and the president or the king should take immediate action to mitigate the distress of the people. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. According to their karma, and it is a duty of the king to ensure that each living entity, as he goes through the experiences of his karma, karma is connected to body and the mind, subtle body and gross body. As a living entity goes through the sukha and dukkha of the body and the mind, as per the design of the Lord, if one is fitting very well within a varna and ashrama, an occupation and a spiritual practice, suitable spiritual practice, an occupation within a varna and then a suitable spiritual practice as per ashrama, then it is guaranteed that the soul will elevate itself in its consciousness from lower gunas to higher gunas. A person who fits well within the varnashrama rules and regulations in his prescribed duty, then it is guaranteed that a person in a lower guna, let's say tamoguna, will increase his rajoguna. A person in rajoguna will increase his sattoguna. In this way, everyone will gradually be elevated into sattoguna, because ultimately, without developing the consciousness of sattoguna, one cannot escape this material world. The goal of material life, as per the scriptures, is dharma, artha, kama and moksha. And moksha is not possible unless one has come to the platform of sattoguna. So all spiritual practices, everything is meant for lifting our consciousness to sattoguna. And if you see, when a person is not having basic necessity of food, then it is very difficult to be engaging in anything. So, hunger in a society is something which is to be never be part of a civilized society. Nobody should go hungry. This is a responsibility of the king. The basic responsibility, for the basic need of humanity, food. If that is not satisfied, then there is no meaning in varnashrama. Because just see the description here. Just as a tree with a fire burning in the hollow of the trunk gradually dries up, we are drying up due to the fire of hunger in our stomachs. So it's a reality in this material world. Hunger is one of the powerful or one of the serious suffering due to which one cannot even practice spiritual life. If you have mental suffering, then you can preach to that person, chant Hare Krishna. If the person his body is drying up like a hollow trunk to the fire of hunger in the stomach, so we cannot tell him to, because he cannot. You chant Hare Krishna. You have to feed him first. So in the material, it's a material body. Material body is a machine. You cannot expect a vehicle to run without fuel. Does not matter for what purpose it is. Because we are trapped. Of course, if somebody is transcendental, it is different. He is beyond the material energy, he is awakened the spiritual sense, then it is a different thing. But for sadhaka, it is very important that the material needs, means this particularly bodily need of food, sleep, these things are taken care of. You cannot practice any varna, you cannot practice any dharma, you cannot practice any ashrama if once food is insufficient, sleep is insufficient. We have to understand that we are transcending. Our goal is to transcend this material body through the material body. The material body itself has to be configured, arranged, managed in a manner in which through our body, through our mind, we can awaken our true spiritual mind, true spiritual senses, through chanting of the holy names of the Lord. So it's a harsh reality that once we have got a material body, there are basic needs. Often due to our good karma, we never think that I am surviving because I am eating 2-3 times a day. I am surviving because every day I am sleeping. We take for granted. Is it not? Because you are not applying too much mind. Your karma is good. When you are hungry, you have a system where you get the food. Either in the ashram or at home or wherever it is. But don't take for granted. So, it is a Lord in this material world for the devotees who have surrendered. He is directly providing them. And for all the living entities, He is reciprocating as per kala. Ye tamam prapadyante tam tataiv bhajamyaham. As you surrender, I reciprocate. So those who do not accept the Supreme Lord, then they have to accept the Supreme Lord in the form of Kala. And Kala delivers to each living entity according to his guna and past karma. So that is the reason why in this material world, even though the Lord is seated in everybody's heart as a super soul, the living entities are suffering because they are independent, they want to be on their own. And that is the law of karma. Law of karma is a very fair law. It is not one may say, no, law of karma is so bad, I am suffering. The law of karma is also good because you are enjoying also sometimes. That is also due to karma. So laws of karma of the Lord is a very fair law. In the sense, it is a law of responsibility and action. Responsibility and consequences. You be responsible? Not. You be responsible and perform punya. Keep away from papa. Kala itself will provide you. You don't need me. My automatic system is there. Out of prescribed duties come yajna. From yajna comes rains. From rains come grains. The system set up by the Lord. Here is a situation where the citizens have no engagement. That means there is no organized activity within the society. And when people have no engagement, then there is no question of earning. When there is no earning, see, if somebody does not work, it is not enough that if you eat one day. Food is a dynamic need. Every day you need, isn't it not? So it's an activity in the society. You have to continuously go on growing food. Production is required in the society. Why? Because the things that you produce are dynamically required ever increasingly. Increasingly means it's not that, you produce something once, it's over. No. What food you produce in this season, you eat. It's over. So that means the human society has to continue its production. If its production has to continue, then there has to be employment, there has to be engagement of people. If there has to be engagement of people, there has to be an economic structure. And all these things are organized as per Varnashrama, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Varnashrama Dharma. Varnashrama Dharma, you stay within the Varnashrama Dharma. It's an organization where you will find your engagement as a Varna, in a Varna, either Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. And then you meet, by Varna you meet your material needs, bodily needs. You meet your bodily needs through your Varna, your mental needs. Needs are different for different Varnas, but you meet those needs. When you meet those needs, you will be in a peaceful situation to execute your spiritual duties within the ashrama. So this is the complete understanding of the organization of human society. So as per Varnashrama Dharma, if yajna is not performed, there won't be grain, there won't be rain, there is. Just see what they are saying here. Just as tree with a fire burning in the hollow of a trunk gradually dries up, we are drying up due to the fire of hunger in our stomachs. It just Kala acts. Now this King Prithu has taken over. By his piety, by his, and he is none other than Supreme Lord himself incarnated. So the entire society will get reorganized, guided. Just like this, people who are hungry are asking, give us employment. I am not saying give me food. Interesting. They are not saying just give me food. Because they know that food 1 day, 2 days you can give. Just like Akshay Patra. We can feed when they are children. After they grow up, you cannot go on continuing feeding everybody, no. It's an emergency. Nobody should be hungry in the country, right? In a nation, nobody should be hungry. If some are hungry, then what is the meaningful thing to do? Feed them so that they can get engagement, employment. So we are feeding children who will get educated and find a means of earning in the society. The basic principle of Varnashrama. So there is a purpose. So as an emergency, yes, this feeding program can go on. But in a well-run society, there won't be hunger at all. There is no need for Akshayapatra. Akshayapatra activity will end. When golden period comes, Akshayapatra will end. Because nobody will be hungry, everybody will have his varna, he will fit well, all his material needs are met. He will have guidance of the spiritual master, he will practice his duties, spiritual duties within his ashramas, and then he will attain the success of life, which is detachment, liberation from this material world of sufferings. So what is important for us to understand is that suffering is a reality in this world. We cannot be like Mayavadis. We cannot be heartless. It may be material suffering. Doesn't matter. Forgetfulness of Krishna is the greatest suffering. Forgetfulness of who your Supreme Father is the greatest suffering. Hunger is a secondary suffering. If you consider yourself as a devotee of the Lord, you'll never go hungry. Because He is the maintainer of all devotees who seek such personal as a Supreme Father, personal relationship with the Supreme Lord as the Supreme Father. If I don't recognize Him, I don't want a relationship with Him, then He has an impersonal relationship with us through Kala. And therefore suffering happens. Kala is impersonal. Impersonal means Kala has no feeling. Maro usko. You can see kind of suffering in this material world sometimes, isn't it? Huh? Such intense suffering. This Kala. This world, it's not, everything is rosy like we are sitting here and everything. No, this world. Many parts of the world, in many places, horrible things are going on, where the living entities are suffering intensely due to their past karma. On this very earth, we don't hear about it, that's all. Just see another earthquake now in old Burma, Myanmar. Thousands of people are died. Thousands of people's shelter is gone. Whole system is collapsed. It takes only, earthquake is at 10:30 means everything was fine at 10:29. 10:30 everything collapsed. That's the way this material world is. So the devotees are always having faith that Krishna is my protector, He is my maintainer. And that is the sweetness of devotee's life. In a family, you love the father because he maintains and protects. The Lord in the form of the super soul is the Supreme Father of all living entities. Because He is maintaining all the souls, either Himself directly or through His Kala. Dukhalayam ashashvatam. Krishna says, Dukhalayam ashashvatam. Vaishnavas are paradukha dukhi. Others dukha, he becomes dukhi. Maybe temporary, doesn't matter. If you love someone, and you see somebody is your loved one suffering from terrible headache, is crying. But you also know that this powerful analgesic, if I give, it will take about 1 hour, headache will go. Right? But still, in that 1 hour, you will feel for your loved one. 1 hour is suffering. Correct? Similarly, we know that these are not eternal sufferings. These are the sufferings of the body, hunger, this thing, everything. At the same time, and they are not eternal suffering. They come and go. Worst thing, even body, you leave the body, then all your disease, suffering from all your disease is gone in one shot. But yet, when you are there, you are in a state of suffering. So the Vaishnavas are sensitive to suffering, unlike the Mayavadis. Now, Mayavadis said this is all illusion. Suffering doesn't exist. Pleasure doesn't exist. Nothing exists. Objects of pleasure doesn't exist. You don't exist. So one simple answer. Nothing exists. Simple philosophy. Mayavada philosophy. For that simple end result, they do so much jnana. Unlimited jnana. They are called jnanis. Unlimited jnana. For the simple end result, in 1 second you can say, it's all Maya. That's called Mayavadi. It's all Maya. No need to philosophize. Everything is Maya. Guru is Maya. Shishya is Maya. Shastra is Maya. Your teaching is Maya. Your talking is Maya. My hearing you is Maya. My eating is Maya. My sleeping is Maya. You are Maya. I am Maya. Maya, 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 Mayavadis. Devotees, no. The souls are real, eternal part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, suffering really in this material world due to forgetfulness of Krishna. They are constitutionally meant to be Satchidananda in bliss, in association in the spiritual world with Krishna and devotional service. Having forgotten Him, the same souls in madness are searching after Satchidananda in this material energy without Krishna. Krishna-less Satchidananda is called Asat Achit Nirananda. You want Krishna-less Satchidananda, Maya will come and give you Asat, saying it is Sat. Maya will come and give you Chit, will as if it is Achit, as if it is Chit. Maya will come and give you Jadananda, which is actually Nirananda. There is no Ananda in it. Jadananda, gross pleasure. Jadananda, matter pleasure, pleasure from matter, as if it is soul Ananda. Maya cheats. How she cheats? To give a look-alike stuff. What is soul's always hunger? Sat, Chit and Ananda. You want to be separate from the Purna and want to enjoy Satchidananda? Then Maya has the arrangement to put you in this prison world and feed your soul with fake Satchidananda, which is called Asat Achit Nirananda. Never satisfy your soul. And the first thing is give you an Asat body, material body. The spiritual world, there is no Asat body. There is only Sat body. Asat body. Asat body means birth to death. Machine. We are all sent down into this material world with a machine body, machine-like body. Our spiritual body is not a machine body. It is not a phenomenal body. It is a Chinmaya Sharira, a spiritual body. Only machine body can get wrong and you need hospitals and all that. There are no hospitals in the spiritual world. So it looks like a sat body from outside. Little inside you know everything. Liver, this thing, that thing, again intestine, this, all management inside, a whole mechanism is done, such a wonderful mechanism to give the effect of a lustrous skin and a lustrous face and a lustrous form and what not. Exactly like a snapshot of spiritual beauty. If you take a 1 second shot of what is in the spiritual world, that is reproduced here. Through biopsycho humanoid. They are given a word to humanoid, robots who are like humans. Like another human being robot. It's a very low level of development now. But nature has developed, we are all humanoids. This body is a humanoid. How does that humanoid run? Through artificial intelligence, correct? All those. Similarly, this humanoid also through artificial intelligence. Artificial mind. It's not my mind, it's artificial mind. They are yet to discover artificial mind. Artificial intelligence they have discovered. When they create humanoids, and the humanoids imitate human emotions, but actually it cannot feel emotions. Similarly, the humanoid cannot feel intelligence, but it does the work of intelligence for a human being. Similarly, humanoid cannot feel the emotions, but it can create an emotional base for human beings. Just like you are feeling very depressed. Suppose there is a humanoid. Future humanoids will be no antidepressant tablet and all. You can buy one humanoid. It will come and stroke you. Don't worry, my dear. It will say that, but it has no emotion. But you will believe that, I feel good. Don't worry. What are you troubled with? Very sweet word. What are you troubled with? Don't worry, Krishna is there. You can try the humanoid. To preach Krishna consciousness also. These are all realities. Because we know these things, that this is a soul is separate and this is a machine, yantra ruddhani maya, a wonderful machine made by Krishna to produce lifelike symptoms. But finally, the touch of spirit, you have to be there to experience the emotion of a humanoid. So it's an artificial life. Fortunately, it is from birth to death, not eternally. You are eternal. Suppose in the material world you are eternally stuck. No. You have to somehow come out of it. That is why birth is designed, death is designed. Okay, in this journey, birth to death, you realize these things. Dukhalayam shashvatam. Not fully developed, not fully realized. Take one more body. Realize of the truth. Seek after the eternal. Seek after the eternal love, eternal Lord, eternal relationship. Everything eternal. So, there is dukkha. Vaishnavas feel dukkha, though it is temporary. That helps the devotee, because Krishna says, Shitoshna sukha dukkha daha agamapayino anityas. Means it is You take relief saying that it is temporary. But temporarily it is there. Temporarily it is there. Like seasons coming and going. It is there. Krishna, the absolute Lord, is saying it is there. Sukha is there, dukkha is there. But you transcend. That is a different matter. You transcend. You decrease your experience of that by Krishna consciousness. This is what Krishna says. But in the creation, it is all. It is part of its design. Any questions?
I have been struggling with depression and emptiness for the last many months. As a beginner to these Christian practices, how can I find true joy and purpose in life?
How can I?
How can I find true joy and purpose in life?
True joy and purpose in life. You are already in the right place. 50% of your problem is already solved. Because Krishna has brought you to Srila Prabhupada. There is the prescription for attaining true joy and happiness. Just as it is not a one-line answer. After hearing that, suddenly you get liberated. Now onwards, I have no depression. I am joyful. When you go to a doctor, you have to be patient. The doctor says, take this medicine, take these restrictions, your body will become all right. Isn't that? In the same way, if you are impatient, if you don't follow the prescription of a doctor, then even though freedom from disease is a reality, you will never experience. So you have to take the treatment. And here the treatment, the medicine is very simple, not very complicated treatment for depression, no complicated treatment for any of these sufferings. We have a very common aushadhi for material and spiritual disease. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please take this medicine in a prescribed manner. Chant and hear exactly the very same sound. A prescribed number of rounds every day. Fix a time for sitting and chanting and hearing. It's a wholesale treatment, one medicine for all diseases. You will never find like that in this material world. One medicine for all diseases. And this medicine has to enter through the ears, this sound. And automatically all the intelligence, direction, everything, even if you have to go to a material doctor, we are not saying through material energy only your solutions will come. Not saying that if you chant Hare Krishna, you don't have to go to the doctor. If you chant Hare Krishna, you'll go to the right doctor. If you don't chant Hare Krishna, you'll go to 10 doctors. Till your karma is over. Bad karma is over. But here, even if your bad karma is there, you chant Hare Krishna, you'll go to the right doctor. So like that, Krishna gives us the intelligence. So solution comes through, don't eliminate anything. Now I'm chanting Hare Krishna, I don't go to God. I'm chanting Hare Krishna, I won't take this medicine, etc. No. Chant Hare Krishna, depend on Krishna, if required. Of course, Krishna, this body is so nicely designed that the body itself has a doctor to cure all these things. So that will be activated also. So this kind of, and depression. Depression is also, again, it's a bad karma thing. It's a pain. Depression is a pain, kind of pain. It's also due to bad karma. So chanting Hare Krishna is, you have to go on, you'll see after some time it will go away. Or in the meantime, if you have to take medicine, you take medicine. You should take support of the medicine. So, Krishna consciousness gives you wholesale solution, spiritual solution to material problems, and also, material solutions wherever possible. God helps those who help themselves. You are not an expert. If you have a problem, you have to try to go to a doctor. If you don't try to go to a doctor, the intelligence for the right doctor will not strike you. See, when you have hunger, food is there, stomach will catch it. Now you got a disease. You have a desire to come out of the disease. I have to find a way out of it. So when your question is there, how to solve this problem, then when Super Soul puts into your intelligence, then you will absorb it. Because now we cannot hear Super Soul directly. His voice we cannot hear. Super Soul helps the devotee, a sadhaka, through the intelligence. To directly hear him, now and then, yes, subtle sound you can hear. Krishna directing, protecting, don't do this, do this. Also that comes. Just flat, don't do this. It's not, instruction comes. Otherwise, normally, intelligence comes. Direct intelligence comes and mixes with our intelligence, and we'll be guided in such a way that we'll reach our solution to our problems. Any other question?
Is ambition wrong? How do we balance professional success with spiritual progress?
Is ambition wrong? And how to balance professional career, professional ambition and success and spiritual progress. How to balance it? Our material profession life, we should understand that it is not an end in itself, it is a means. So therefore, our professional success, our professional career, our professional ambition should go along with, we should support. Primary is supported by the secondary always. So the profession is secondary. In terms of time allocation, very important. That means you should try to snatch away as much time as possible for spiritual life. At the same time, you have to balance how much is needed for your profession. So, whether I should aspire for this or that, please ask the question to yourself, how much time I should give. Within the same 8 hours, I can aspire to become something else higher in my career, do it. That means it is easily coming. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, one who is practicing yoga should accept what comes of its own accord. Let's say suppose you're saying 8 hours you have to work. Now I will be in my career somewhere else if I work for 12 hours. Then it's not a good decision because that 4 hours you are taking away from your spiritual life. Only two things for our devotee. His subsistence work and spiritual work. There's only two things. 24 hours goes between these two. No wastage of time. So if you spare that 4 hours extra work outside, what is the need for that? You should very intelligently think this is a very abnormal situation in Kali Yuga. So many unnecessary needs are created, social status is created, so you need more money, all those things. You should break through all those illusions. I need simples. I don't care what the society says. Simple living and high thinking. So your material needs should come down. So work as much is required for your material needs. That you have to sit and calculate intelligently, you have to work out. Living in the outside world, how much saving, this thing, all that thing, emergency, all that thing you have to work out. Cannot go wild and mad after professional career. And you will die out of stress because the outside world is crazy. They will do anything. You will get all kinds of illness. They are blind. They will make you also blind. They will train you in such a way that you can make your subordinates also blind. In this way, everybody is spiritually blind, working like mad. Working. Tension, stress. You see people, devotees, find it very difficult after devotion, after tasting devotion service, chanting and all, to take the kind of pressure that you get in your karmi world. So it's a very horrible situation actually. You have to survive also. You have to work. So you have to make a choice of what level of success I want in my career, how much more time I have to spend. Instead of taking 4 more hours and earning some more in next 4 years, that 4 hours, next 4 years I can finish Bhagavatam study. What is the benefit of that and what is the benefit of 4 hours extra salary I get by promotion? Can you compare it? That little extra salary you would have moved from a 2-bedroom house to a simple 3-bedroom house. Move from 2-bedroom house to a 3-bedroom house, EMI extra you get, because 4 hours you have added extra to you have become ordinary, you have become a leader. You get an extra 4 hours. They're not saying within 8 hours you become a leader. No. The moment you give promotion, they'll say, hey, now hey, how can you go home so fast? Now you are somewhere else. So they made you a leader and they made you taken away your time also. So in this way, horrible outside world engagement, even, good job, there's nothing like a good job. There's nothing like a good job. So very intelligently choose your job. Where yes, in the material world you have to live, you have to spend, you have to work, prescribed duty is there. That's my karma. Just like we in the temple, we don't have to work outside. Because Prabhupada took away our karma. The moment we leave Prabhupada, our karma will come back. You have to tomorrow think about what I will eat, sleep. Is it not? Can you see grossly how our karma is gone? We are under the protection of Prabhupada. Because we want to serve Krishna, devotional service. And here we are not. We are all voluntarily working. Nobody is telling, nobody is sitting on another devotee. Hey, production, hey, itkat na karo, ek karo, ek karo. Don't sleep. Don't chant now. Go and collect. No. We don't have a meeting where get all the LLP preachers and say that, you have to bring this much money. You have to bring this much. No. This is not the way in which we do devotion service. We work more than that. We work more than, because we don't want to waste time. We want to grab every opportunity. We are ready to work hard, but we want to keep our time for preaching and sadhana. We want to keep our time balanced. Grandaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Vishwa Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.